Hello and welcome back to Basics Homestead. My name is Annie. Today is a video about healthier choices that I'm making, and I wanted to share the recipes with you guys about meals in jars. So I say this often. My husband has intolerances. I make healthier choices for my kids. They have ingredients that I choose not for them to eat, but I kind of this is like a complete confession. I don't take that time for myself, and that is changing now. Well, it started for me last week, but I am sharing some of the stuff that I'm trying with you guys. So I wanted to start with a snack dessert, and it is packed with protein. So if I have like a sweet tooth, but I want also to make sure that I have protein, it's a cottage cheese recipe. So before the video I filmed for making Graham cookies. They're so good. So I made a video for regular Graham and for sourdough. So you can go check that out. I'll make sure to link it below. So let's do the dessert because it goes in the fridge. So I'm not following the exact recipe that I have. I'm tweaking it a little bit. But it is a cup of cottage cheese. I'm gonna be doing like 3/4 cup of cottage cheese and the rest of vanilla yogurt because I need vanilla essence and I don't have some. And in the note it says to use higher fat content of cottage cheese, and I didn't have that and I didn't want to go buy it. That's why I'm adding the yogurt. From what I'm reading, Greek yogurt was going to make it thicker. So sugar, you can add whatever sugar you want. I'm just going to add a splash of this, which is maple syrup that we have made. It's the last of it. I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons. I don't wanna add too much liquid. That there. So the vanilla goes in there. I don't have it, it's in the yogurt. So you want to blend this till it's all smooth. Okay, everything's smooth now. I used my rolling pin and a couple of parchment paper to crush into crumbs the Graham cookies. And I'm just going to fill the bottom of like little jars that I have with that, you know, like that. Maybe with granola bars also. I mean a granola that you make homemade. Maybe that also would be nice. Okay. I made 3. I took out 1 extra jar. We never know. Might need that jar. We'll see. Okay, so dump that in here. Maybe not. No, I'll need it. Okay, so I'll make a little bit more crackers. Okay, this is going in the fridge for at least 4 hours. Oh, this is good. It says to put fresh berries. I don't have fresh berries, so I just thawed out some blueberries I had and some raspberry from the garden. I have some yellow, some dark red. I'm just gonna sprinkle that When you're ready to eat it, you can put a sprig of fresh mint if you have mint. So this is a healthier version of a cheesecake. There's nothing that will beat a cheesecake, but if you can somewhat find a healthier version, that's awesome. So I'm trying to make different choices of food. So the healing journey is not just the trauma, it's not just not just that. So food has a big part of it, and how much you consume also has a big part of it. So you can eat whole food, but then eat too much of it. And so in my healing journey, I've switched up to whole food, but I had a hard time controlling quantities. So by doing meals in a jar, I am starting to control more of the food that I eat. So I have 4 jars like this already made. My kids started to enjoy it. I wanted to film it, but this weekend the kids helped me out doing it. But I'm just gonna walk you through what I've done. So the bottom layer is always cucumbers. I have some black olives. I do beets or tomatoes. I didn't have tomatoes yet. I have some green beans in here, some shallots, colorful peppers, and lettuce. I do not have romaine at the moment. I just use the romaine that I have. So I just dump that. I take it out of the fridge a little bit before I'm gonna eat it, and then I make sure to add about a cup of protein. So I have some thawed out turkey breast here, and I have some feta, and I'm gonna do that, and then I'll show you the other meal in a jar that I'm gonna do. And I will also share the fun recipe I found for a Greek dressing. It's really good. I find that having packed proteins in my meals makes that I don't munch during the day, and especially at night. That's where I just ruin it all. During the day, I'm like always good, and then the night comes, I'm not good at, oh, that's a bit too much. I'm gonna put that back. Here, I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna take out some cottage cheese. And not cottage, feta. So for the moment, I'm concentrating on controlling my morning and afternoon. I'm starting with those two because they're easier for me to control. I find that changing a habit is easier to do it one bite at a time, and at the moment, dinner for me is a bit hard. So what I'm doing for dinners is just like healthier meals, and I try to control as much as I can the quantities, but like I'm not there yet. I know I'm not there, so I'm trying with those 2 meals, and then once these are like really good, I'll be better for lunch, for dinner. I use the 500 mLs 2 cups jars because I don't put protein in there. I want to make that meal the base and then choose my protein. So there's days that I do eggs, poached, pan fried, or boiled. And there's days that I have avocados and cheese, and there's days that I put chicken and feta. So I try to make the meals different, but keep a base. So if you want to do 1 liter jar, then you could add your protein in it. Let's do the Greek vinaigrette. Okay, so 1/3 cup of olive oil. And then 1/3 cup of red wine vinegar. This is salt that is mixed with garlic scapes. But you could put garlic if you want and then salt. So basil, about a teaspoon. Teaspoon of oregano. I cannot wait to have fresh herbs. About a teaspoon, that looks about it. And then a tablespoon of Dijon. And I add a bit of pepper. There's another thing that in the recipe that every recipe, they put the dressing in the bottom. If I was at work, I probably would do that. But because I'm home, I just keep this and I put about 3 tablespoons or 2 to 3 in each that. And it's probably gonna give me about 4 salads-ish. Last one is a soup. Before I continue the recipes, if you like this type of content, make sure to subscribe, to hit that little bell to tell you that I've published a video. Do a thumbs up, and if you want to help even more, put a comments below, and plus help, share my content. So it is instant noodles. So this is just you add warm water and you wait. So I've prepared everything prior. I have about a quarter cup of each. I eyeballed it. I might have a little bit more. So red cabbage, broccoli, peppers, and carrots. But you can like use whatever you have that's in your fridge. I'm passing the vegetables that I cut over the weekend for like I eat fresh with dips, and I just cut fresh cilantro from my windowsill that I had. So I also have a cup of the same turkey, some instant noodles, sriracha sauce, lime juice, and I'm using Better Than Bouillon chicken base, but they're suggesting vegetable. I don't have it. So let's do that. I have 2 wide mouth mason jars, 1 liter quart. I'm gonna divide that. It's the equivalent of a chicken breast. I eyeballed it. I'm trying, Marilyn. I know if you're watching this, you're gonna laugh. I'm trying to let go a little bit and experiment. It does look like about a chicken breast in each. And then you layer the vegetables. So I'm gonna go a bit of yellow in this one, a bit of yellow in this one, like that. Let's do that. A bit of cabbage in this one, a bit of cabbage in this one. Broccoli. And then I have colorful peppers I'm going to divide in the 2. They look about the same. Trying. Let's do that. Okay, that's what we're working with. Then, I don't have the cubes, so I found out the equivalent. They're saying 2 vegetable cubes, bouillon cubes, but the equivalent is 5 ml per cube, so I'm going to put 2 teaspoons per. I made a mistake. It's 2 bouillons, so 1 in each, so technically it's 1 teaspoon in each. So I'm going to try to remove some. Keep it for another recipe. So it's going to be packed with bouillon taste. Here. So 2 cubes, 1 teaspoon in each. My mistake, sorry. So I made many mistakes today. There was soy sauce I was supposed to put prior to the vegetables, some lime juice, and sriracha. Let's catch up. So 1 teaspoon in each of the jar of soy sauce. I'm new to sriracha, so I'm just gonna put like a dime because I don't want it to be too hot. And then a teaspoon of lime juice in each. Oops. Okay. Okay, back on track. Let's try to do the noodles now. Voila! And I'm gonna divide the cilantro I have between both. Put some lids on and put this in the fridge. To make these, you're gonna boil water, put it inside, and wait. It depends of the vermicelli that you choose. I tried to find the smallest I could. So worst case scenario, you can put it in the microwave. But it says to pour the content into a large bowl when ready to eat. Should be within 5 minutes of pouring boiling water. If it's not ready, you can put it in microwave for 1 or 2 minutes. Let me know in the comments below, what is your favorite meal in a jar? So I've done a canning version, which was shredded pork and shredded beef for tacos, that it's like an express meal that I can turn over some rice, some burritos, like it's like really versatile. That was like one of the first meal in a jar that I shared here on the channel. But let me know in the comments below, what is your favorite meal in a jar? Any suggestions that you may have for me to try out. Until the next one, take care. Bye.